Hello everyone. Today we will be doing the topic time and distance from the chapter quantitative aptitude. Let's quickly revise the very basic things which we have already learnt in our previous classes. Distance. Distance is speed into time. Vice versa, if I have to find the speed, it is distance upon time. If I have to find the time, then it is distance upon speed. Conversion. We have learnt in our previous classes, if I have to convert kilometer to meter per second, kilometer per hour to meter per second, then we have to multiply by 5 by 18. Vice versa, meter per second to be converted to kilometer per hour, we have to multiply by 18 by 5. Proportionalities. If my distance is constant, speed and time are inversely proportional. Inversely proportional means more the speed, less will be the time. More the time, less will be the speed. Where if the time is constant, then distance and speed are directly proportional. More the distance, the speed has to be increased. To cover more distance, I have to increase the speed when the time is constant. Now, on these basic things, we have our first question which says, a person crosses a bridge 900 meter long in 3 minutes. I have to find the speed in kilometer per hour as well as meter per second. So, the very first thing what is given is distance, which is 900 meter. Next is time, 3 minutes. So, I can quickly see that it is distance and time which is given, and I have to find the speed. The distance formula for speed is distance upon time, which means it is 900 upon 3. If I say 900 upon 3, the unit will be meter per minute, but I have to convert to kilometer per hour, meter per second. So what I'll quickly do is 900 upon 3. To convert meter to kilometer, what do? I divide by 1000. Also, to convert minute to seconds, I multiply by 60. So, I have used both the operations. And it has converted to kilometer per hour. Now, solving all this, my answer turns out to be 18 kilometer per hour. To convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, what I have to do? Multiply by 5 by 18, correct. So 18 multiplied by 5 by 18, that gives you 5 meter per second. So in kilometer per hour, my answer is this, and meter per second, my answer is this. Next, Rishabh walks at 6 kilometer per hour. So this is the speed which is given for it. Reaches a school in itna time, 1 hour 30 minutes. So what two things are given to me? The two things are speed which is given. Speed is equal to 6 kilometer per hour. Given time is equal to 1 hour 30 minutes. How far is his school? So what I need to find is distance. Simple, speed into time. Now here it has to be in hour. So can I write 1.5 hour? So 6 multiplied by 1.5, and my answer is 9 kilometers. Simple basic question. Archie rides at 20 kilometer per hour to her office, which is 15 meter away. How long will she take to reach the office? Now the time is asked. My distance is 15 kilometer. The speed is 20 kilometer per hour. So time will be distance upon speed, 15 upon 20. So 15 upon 20 is 3 upon 4 hour. Either I live in hour or I'll convert it to, that's a choice because the question hasn't specified. So I'll convert it to minutes. So it will give me 45 minutes. Next question. A man covers one third of the journey at this speed, remaining at this speed. He takes 10 hours to complete. So find the length of the journey. So the question is asked as the length. So let assume the length, total length of the journey be x. Journey be x. What is the unit? Kilometer. Now, I have given two situations. So I'll in the first, speed and the distance in terms of x is given. So what will be the time 1? The first time taken. Time will be distance. So distance is 1/3. Total distance ka 1/3. Right? Divided by speed. So it comes out to be x upon 45. The next situation says that remaining. If 1/3 is covered here, what is left? 2/3. So time 2 will be 2/3 of x upon 20. So what do I get? X upon 30. Now it is given what is ATQ, that the total time is 10 hours. So time 1, time 2 is 10 hours. The unit is not supposed to be written in ATQ. So x upon 45, x upon 30 is equal to 10. Let's solve for x. So it turns out to be 5x upon 90, 10 if I take the LCM, and which is x is equal to 10 into 90 upon 5. So x is 180. So what would be my answer? What is our total distance? 180 kilometer. I hope the question is clear. Next question. Harpreet covered a certain distance at 5 kilometer per hour in 4 hours 12 minutes. Find the time required to cover the same distance at the speed of. So here the distance is same distance with different speed. I need to find out the time. Now when the distance is same, two different speed and two different time. So can I say that speed 1 time 1 is equal to speed 2 time 2? This is what the question has given me. Since the distance is same, right? So what is speed 1? 5. What is time 1? 4, 12 upon 60, right? Speed 2 is 7. Time I have to find out. So I'll solve, and T2 will be equal to 5 upon 7 into, if I reduce this, obviously I will get 1 upon 5. So it is 21 upon 5, and that gives me 3. So what would be the answer? 3 hours. Final answer. Next question. A boy leaves for the school at 7 a.m. He spends 6 hours. So let's quickly mark what is given at 7 a.m. The boy is leaving. He spends 6 hours 30 minutes in the school, comes back at 3. He walks at a constant speed of 4 km per hour. How far is the school? So if he is leaving at 7, reaching at 3. So how many hours between 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.? How many hours do I have? I have 8 hours. He spends 6 hours 30 minutes in the school. So what is the travel time? What is the travel time? 8 hours minus 6 hours 30 minutes. I hope that makes very clear that he spends 1 hour 30 minutes in the school, which is 90 minutes. I am converting to minutes, or I can use an hour also. That is also okay. 1 upon any of the thing will work. Now, if travel time is 90 minutes, that is for both going and coming back. So what is one side travel? One side travel will be 90 upon 2, which is 45 minutes. So the time is 45 minutes. Speed is 4 kilometer per hour. So we have to convert to hour only. So what do I get? This turns out to be 3 upon 4 hour. So time, this is time which is given to me, one side, and this is the speed which is given to me. How far is the school? Simple, distance is speed into time. Speed is already given, time I have already found. So 3 kilometer. My final answer will be 3 kilometer. I hope the question is clear to you. Now the next question. Question says, walking at 3/4 of the usual speed, one man is 1 hour late. If the speed has been reduced, it is 3/4, the speed is reduced. With the usual speed, the time is 1 hour late. So what is the usual traveling time? So what I'll do is, I'll assume, because since the speed is not given, I'll assume let speed be x kilometer per hour, and I take time as y hours, right? So how much distance, what would be the distance? Speed into time, it is xy. This is original. Now what does the question say? What is ATQ? ATQ is, this turns out to be 3/4 of the speed, or you may also write as 3 by 4x new speed, and the time is 1 hour late. Let's solve it. Xy is equal to 3 by 4xy plus 3 by 4x, which is 4, taking LCM. The 4 here, both the 4s moves up directly, and this is 3xy plus 3x, right, which implies xy is equal to 3x, x and x is reduced, y is equal to 3. So what was y? The time. So my answer is, the question has only asked me the time, so it is 3 hours, the final answer. Here the question was given little differently, right? So please understand it carefully. So let's start with this question. The question says, a car is running at 5 by 7th of the actual speed, covers a distance of 45 kilometer in 2 hours 20 minutes. So this much distance, time, what is the actual speed? So obviously we have to find the actual speed. So let actual speed be x. So it is x kilometer per hour. Now what is ATQ? I have been given the distance and speed in respect of x and the time. So we'll directly use the formula, distance upon speed is equal to time, or vice versa. I can use distance is equal to speed into time. I will get a linear equation, so I can use it anyways, right? So distance given is 45, speed is 5 by 7x, the time is 2 hour 20 minutes. I hope we understand this. I am converting directly to hours, so it will reduce and will give you 2 1 by 3. Right, so it will be 2 1 by 3. Now 45 into 7 upon 5x, and here it is 7 upon 3. 7 and 7 will be reduced, and the value of 5x will be 45 into 3. X is 45 into 3 upon 5. So my x will be, I'll reduce, and turns out to be 27. Right, answer 27 kilometer per hour. Final answer. Next question. The question says, Rohit covers a distance of 30 km in 6 hours. Now, partially by foot at this speed and partially by bicycle at this speed. What is the distance travelled on bicycle? So, here the total distance is given to me. I have to just find out the distance travelled by bicycle. So, what I'll do is the total distance is 30. So, I'll take let distance travelled on, oh, I have mixed up both distance and travel, right? So, distance travelled on foot be x and bicycle be 30 minus x. The total is 30, so I can divide. So, with the help of this, I can frame my ATQ where time taken, the total time which is given to me is 6 hours. So, time taken by foot will be x upon distance upon speed plus time taken by bicycle, distance upon speed is equal to total time is 6. I hope the ATQ is clear. What we are doing is, first I have found the time taken by foot, which is the distance is x, speed is this. So, this is time taken by foot. Here the distance is 30 minus x, speed is 9. So, this is the time taken by bicycle. Total time is 6 hours given to me. So, what I'll do is I'll start solving it. So, it is x upon 3. So, 3x plus 30 minus x upon 9. Taken the LCM. 2x plus 30 is equal to 9 into 6. 2x will be 9 into 6 is 54 minus 30. So, x is 24 upon 2, which is 12. So, what would be my answer? Is 12 my answer? No, the question is asked for bicycle. 30 minus 12, which is 18 kilometer travelled by bicycle, which the question is. So, this is a common mistake that happens, that we simply find out the value of x and we say 12 kilometer is the answer. Please be careful about it. What is the question asking? Okay. Now, the question is, a man covered a certain distance at some speed. If he had moved 5 km per hour faster, he would have taken 1 hour less. So, some distance, some speed. Now, situation is given, if he moves itna faster, then the time is itna less. Obviously, when speed is increased, time will be lesser. Situation 2, if na slower, then itna more. Speed has been reduced, so time will be more. So, here the question has not given me anything except two situations. So, what I'll do? I'll simply take, I have to find the distance. I'll take, let the distance be x and speed be y. So, what would be the original time? Original time will be x upon y, distance upon speed. Now, my question says, my ATQ is, if the speed is increased, time will be less. So, original time minus increased speed. The difference is 1. Also, when the speed is reduced, so speed is reduced, original time, difference is 1. With this help, can I say that x upon y minus x upon y plus 5 is equal to x upon y minus 3 and this? So, they both are equal to 1. So, I have equated both of them. Now, taking x common both ways, I can reduce them. So, what is left with me? What will be left? 1 upon y minus 1 upon y minus 5, plus 5 is 1 upon y minus 3 and 1 upon y. Taking LCM, y plus 5 minus y upon y, y plus 5. Y minus y plus 3, y minus 3. I hope this plus sign is clear. Why is this plus? Minus concept. Now this and this will be reduced, this and this will be reduced, also this and this will be reduced. So I am left with 5 upon y plus 5 equal to 3 upon y minus 3, which is 5y minus 15 cross multiplying, right, and 3y plus 15. So what I'll get is 2y is equal to 30 and y is equal to 15. I have got my speed. Now to find the distance, what I'll do? I'll put this value of y in any of the equation, right? So to find out the distance, I'll put x upon 15 minus x upon 20 will be equal to 1. Taking x common, 20 minus 15, LCM 15 into 20 is equal to 1. So x will be 15 into 20 cross multiplying upon 5, 5, 3. So x ka value will be 60. So what is the distance coming? 60 kilometer. I hope the question is clear. Moving ahead. In covering a distance of 40 kilometers, Sachin takes 3 hours more than Utkarsh. If Sachin doubles the speed, he would have taken 1 hour less than Utkarsh. Find their speeds. So we have to find the speed of both Sachin and Utkarsh. So let speed of Sachin be x and Utkarsh be y kilometer per hour. Here also you have to mention kilometer per hour. So what does the question says? What will be the ATQ? The distance is 40. So 40 upon x, time taken by Sachin and time taken by Utkarsh. The difference is 3. This is given situation 1. Sachin takes 3 hours more than Utkarsh. Now, how is it changing? If Sachin doubles the speed, so now Utkarsh will take more time because Sachin has doubled the speed. So it will be 40 upon 2x is equal to 1. Now, can I solve both of them? Yes, I can solve both of them. How would I do that? Let's see. Does that imply the value of 40 upon y will be, I'll simply use substitution method. See, there are 2 ways of doing it. In class 10, we had learned substitution elimination. So here you can use substitution directly by using it from here 40 upon x minus 3. Either I'll substitute this here, or what is the alternate? That let 1 upon x be a, 1 upon y be b, and then your equation turns to 40a minus 40b is equal to 3 and 40b minus 20a is equal to 1. So use substitution method to find out the value of a, elimination, or substitution method to find out the value of a and b, or you can directly substitute the value. The choice is all yours. So after solving, obviously I can expect that you can solve this on your own, and I am sharing the answer. Do solve and check whether you are getting the same answer or no. If still you could not able to, then please comment. I will share the answer with you personally. So let's move on to the next question. A train travels 25% faster than a car. Both travels between A and B, which is 120 kilometer apart. So this is the relation of the speed and this is the distance. Both start from A at the same time and reach point B at the same time. So they are starting at the same time and they are reaching also at the same time, but their speeds are different. Please understand what the question is saying. They are starting at the same time, they are reaching at the same time, but train is 25% faster. So train lost about 18 minutes while stopping at the station. As we all know, the train stops at different stations. So it is said that the time is 18 minutes with where a train is stopping. That means the increase in speed, whatever train जितना fast चली वो उसने कैसे compensate किया 18 मिनट कहीं कहीं stop पर रुक कर. आई होप द क्वेश्चन इज क्लियर. ट्रेन की स्पीड 25% ज़्यादा थी, डिस्टेंस सेम था, सेम टाइम पे स्टार्ट करा, सेम टाइम पर पहुँचे, लेकिन ट्रेन का जो स्पीड ज़्यादा थी उसे कम टाइम लगना चाहिए था, वो उसने अलग अलग स्टेशंस पर रुक कर स्पेंड किया. तो सिंपली what I can understand or what you should understand is कि time difference is 18 minutes. So the question is given in a trick way, but the question is very easy. So what I'll do is find the speed of train and car. So what I'll do is let speed of train be x. Let's take it for car. That becomes more easy for you because it will be then relational. Car be x kilometer per hour. So what would be the speed of the train then? 25%. 125% of x basically. Right? Or you can understand x plus 25% of x. So what will that give me? It will give me 5x upon 4 kilometer per hour. I hope this is clear to you. Right? Now, what ATQ is? 120 upon x. Time taken by the car. 120 upon 5x upon 4. Time taken by the train, but the gap is 18 minutes. So, 18 upon 60 hour. I can solve the equation for the value of x. Right? So, let's start solving it. 120 common. And here it will be 1 upon x minus 4 5x, which is here 18 upon 60. You may reduce also here only. What will you get after reducing it? This is 9 upon 30. Nothing else can be done. So here you will take 9 upon 30 only instead. Right? Now, this can further be done as 5x minus 4x upon 5x, and x is equal to 9 upon 30. 120 I am leaving here only right now. It can be reduced as 9 and this. So 9 will be 3 and this will be 40. Right? So x 40x upon 5x square is equal to 3 upon 30 can be reduced. 3 and 30 can be reduced. 10. So 1 upon 10. X and x can be reduced here. 5 and 40 can be reduced. So what ultimately is left? 8 upon x is equal to 10. So x is equal to 80. Oh, sorry, calculation error. So it will be 1 upon 10. So x is equal to 80. Right? So question has asked both the speed. So car ka speed is x only. It will be 80 kilometer per hour. Train speed will be 5 upon 4 into 80. So when I solve it, it will come as 100 kilometer per hour. I hope the question is clear. Next question. A person has to cover a distance of 8 km in 45 minutes. He covers half the distance in 2/3 of the time. What should be the speed to cover the remaining distance? So what is the twist here? Distance is this, time is this, fixed. Half the distance in 2/3 of the time. So what will be the half distance? 4 km. So what would be the remaining distance to be covered? 4 km, and the time is 2/3, which is already taken. So what is left? 1/3. So what will be the 1/3 of time? 1/3 of 45 turns out to be 15 minutes. Right? Very clear. So here, after calculating this, what do I get? Distance is 4 km and time is 15 minutes. So 15 minutes means 15 upon 60 hour, which is 1 upon 4 hour. What should be the speed? So speed will be distance upon time, which is 4 upon 1 upon 4. 16 km per hour. Final answer. Right? Now, after doing the basic questions for speed, distance, time, we have to now understand average speed. How do I find the average speed? Total distance upon total time. This also we have learnt in our previous classes. Now, one new thing which is added here is the situation when I say the distance is equal. That means if an object travels a certain distance at speed x and returns with speed y, then the average speed will be 2x y upon x plus y. Similarly, if the travelling time is same, then average speed will be x plus y upon 2. So these formulas help us to find the question little quicker. Right? Let's see with the questions. A car travels first 180 km at 80 km per hour. So distance, speed. Next 180 at 70 km per hour. What is the average speed? Very basic question. Here, can I say the distance is same? So when the distance was same, what was average speed in this case? The average speed was 2xy x plus y. So here I need not to find anything else. I'll directly put the values of the speed which is given to me 80, 70, 80 plus 70, which is when we'll multiply, it will give you 11200 upon 150. After calculating, it will be 74.67. So this is my average speed. Right? So what was the benefit? I need not to add this first and total distance, total time. I'll directly put the value in the formula. So this is the case of same distance. Right? Next question. A person travels from A to B at 56 km per hour, returns back from B to A by decreasing his speed to by 25%. So after when it was a returning time, the speed has been reduced. भाई थक गया होगा थोड़ा सा. So what will I do now? So this was original speed and then it was to be reduced by. So what is average speed ka formula? First of all, 2xy x plus y. Right. Now, speed x is given as 56 km per hour. Y is 56 minus 25% of 56, the reduced speed. So 56 minus 1/4 of 56, which comes out to be, if you will reduce this 1/4 after reducing, you will get 42 km per hour. So now I have the values. I will put into the formula of average speed. 2 into 56 into 42. 56 plus 42, and when you'll solve, you'll calculate, your answer comes out to be 48. So 48 kilometer per hour is my final answer. Next, a man rides 40 kilometer per hour for 3 hours at this speed for 3 hours. At this speed for next 3 hours. Find the average speed. So what I'll do is, I have to find the distance. There is no distance given. So I have to first find out the distance traveled. So distance will be 40 into 3, the first case, 60 into 3, the second case. So this is 120 plus 180, which is 300. So 300 kilometer is the distance. Now average speed, total distance upon total time. Total distance upon total time, which is 6. So it is 50 kilometer per hour. Final answer. Next, the distance between two stations X and Y is 520 kilometer. A train starts from X at 9, travel towards Y at this speed. Another train starts from Y at 10, travel toward X at itna. So two different speeds are given to me. At what time will train meet? So what I'll do? What is not given to me? How much time it has traveled, right? So what I'll do is, what is not given is the time taken. So let us assume, let time taken to meet after 10 a.m. be X. Right, I have taken this train, another wala, as X. So what will be for the train which was at 9? X plus 1 hour, obviously 1 hour, right? Another train. I hope it is clear why. 10 o'clock ka time is X. So 9 o'clock ka will be automatically plus 1 na. 1 hour more has been taken by that train. Right? So now distance. Distance from X to Y is speed into time. Time was 72 wala, X plus 1, right? This was time. And distance for Y to X, speed is 80 and the time. I hope this is clear. I repeat, here total distance is given to you, but here only the time and the speed is given. Time and the speed is given. The only thing I can understand is, अगर 10 बजे X hours लग रहे हैं तो 9 बजे X plus 1 लगेंगे. So I have assumed this as X. You can take vice versa also. You can minus 1 also, but I always feel plus 1 is better. So I have taken in a reverse order. I have taken this as X and this is X plus 1. So distance travelled by this will be speed into time and this will be speed into time. Now, what is my ATQ? Total distance is 520. So can I say 70x plus 1 plus 80x is equal to 520? Yes, why not? So 70x plus 70, let's solve. 80x is equal to 520. That means 150x is equal to 520 minus 70. 150x is equal to 520 minus 70 is 450. Implies the value of x is 3. So, when is the train meeting? After 3 hours. After 3 hours, 10 a.m. So 11, 12, 1. What is the meeting time? 1 p.m. I hope it was little different than other questions. I hope it is clear to you. If not, please repeat, understand. Now, one more topic has been added here is of relative speed. Now, what does relative speed means? When there are two objects, there are two different speeds, right? So, when I find out the speed with respect to both the objects, I mean speed of one with respect to the object 2, speed 2, it is relative speed. So here what happens is, when obviously there are two objects, obviously either they move in the same direction or they move in opposite direction. So what I have to understand, when I find relative speed and objects are moving in opposite direction, it is plus. And when they are in same direction, it is minus. That means S1 minus S2. And it is always modulus, because speed cannot be negative. So either it is S1 minus S2 or S2 minus S1, it has to be positive. So understood? Keep in mind, opposite direction plus, same direction minus. Right? Let's move on to the questions. Two persons start from the same place, riding in the same direction at 20 km per hour and 15 km per hour respectively. After how many hours will they be 30 km apart? So, what can you understand? Same direction or different directions? Same direction. Very first thing we have to understand. So, what will be the relative speed? Same direction में क्या था? Minus. So, relative speed will be 20 minus 15, which is 5 km per hour. What is the distance given? 30. So, distance is 30 km. So, how much time? Distance upon speed. Now, I will use relative speed. So, 6 hours will be my answer. Right? Now, a goods train runs at a speed of 72 km per hour, crosses the platform 120 meter long in 15 seconds. Find the length of the goods train. So, I have been given the speed 72 km per hour. So, this is seconds. So, let's convert. This is also meter. This is also second. So, let's convert it to meter per second. So, what do I do? The very first thing we understood was multiplying by 5 by 18. Okay, so that gives me 20 meter per second. I have converted. Now, the question is asking the length of the train. Let the length of train be x. क्या होगा? Meter? Yes, I have converted everything into meter, so I have to take it in meter only. So, x meter. And what is the length of the platform? Given in the question now, length of the platform is 120. Right. Now, length of the platform. Please understand this question. If there is a platform 120 meter and a train is running until it crosses this, you will not say na it has crossed. So, when the train comes here after crossing, will be the distance covered. So, here please understand, the length of the train plus the length of the platform, both will be the distance covered. Now, the question has given me that speed is this, time taken is this, right? And speed which I have calculated already. So, what will be the ATQ? The distance. Distance will be the length of the train and the length of the platform. I hope the question is clear. Why am I taking this? Length of the platform until the platform is crossed. This is all covered. So the platform is 120. Length of the train is x. So it is 120 plus x distance upon speed or time. Anything you want to take will be vice versa. Right. After solving this, what do I get? 15 into 20, which is 300. So x is 180. What would be x? 180 meter. The length of the train. Right? Please understand this concept. The length of the train. Whenever I say the length of the train, the distance travel is the length of the train plus the length of the platform, because it crosses it, is the distance traveled. Okay? Now, two trains running at different speed. Same direction case. Length of the second train is this and time taken by them to cross each other is this. From the time they meet, what is the length of the first train? So, first, let length of the first train be x. Here everything is in kilometer per hour, but the second train length is given in meter only, so we'll take meter only. Okay, now length of the second train, which is given, length of second train given is 120 meter. Right. Same direction question. So what will be the relative speed? We'll subtract 54 minus 48. So these are the things which is given to me. 6 kilometer per hour. To be converted to meter per second. So I'll multiply, and after solving I will get 5 upon 3 meter per second. So I have got my two lengths and the relative speed. Right. So tell me and guess what would be the distance here. Length of the two trains. So again, length of the two trains would be the distance. What is the speed? 5 upon 3, and it is given that they cross each other in 150 seconds. So it will be 150. I can simply solve it and find my answer. So 120 plus x will be 150 into 5 upon 3, which I solve, and I'll get 250. So 120 plus x, 250. So the value of x will be 130. Right. So length of the train is 130 meter. My final answer. Again, there are two trains, different length, but now it is in opposite direction. They cross each other in 6 seconds. Speed of the first train is given. I have to find the speed of the second train. Right. So length is given. So total length will be total distance. Total length will be 140, 110, which is 250 meter. Relative speed. Here it is given that let the speed of second train be x meter per second. Everything is in meters, right? So what will I do now? They cross each other. Speed of the first train is given as this. Okay, so it has to be done in a different way now, right? What I'll do is, my total length is already given and time is given, so I can find out the speed here. Time is given as 6 seconds already. Distance I have already found here. So speed I can find out. So definitely there are two objects, so it will not be the speed, it will be the relative speed. So relative speed will be distance upon the time which is given to me. It is meter per second, so I am converting to kilometer per hour. So my work become little easier क्योंकि आगे जो speed given है वो kilometer per hour में given है. So here also I will take x kilometer per hour. Right? Now I have my relative speed, I have my length. So what will be the ATQ now? The length of the train. So sorry, speed of the train. I'm so sorry. So speed is 80 plus x will be equal to the relative speed. Why I have added on? Opposite direction, the speed will be added. So here the question was entirely in a reverse direction. Right? I have to first find out the relative speed and then put into the situation. Repeating, total length, distance I have, time I have, so I can find out the relative speed, which is this. Now one speed is given to me as 80 km per hour. Second I have to find out, so I'll apply because it is an opposite direction question. So addition of the two will be equal to 150 and my answer comes out to be 70. The next question, a train 150 meter long is running at a speed of 120 km per hour. A man standing on the roof of the train runs from one end of the train to the another end and the speed is given. Wow, a man is running on the train itself and opposite direction. So my information is very much clear, right? Speed of the man is given to me in kilometer per hour and both the speeds are in kilometer per hour, but the length is 150. So what I'll simply do is, the length is given, speed is 10 kilometer per hour, find the time taken by the man. So time taken by the man is to be found, speed is given, distance I have. Only thing is, speed is given as 10 kilometer per hour, which is 10 into 5 upon 18 and 25 upon 9 meter per second is the speed. Distance, obviously he has to cover 150 meter one end to another. So what will be the time taken? Simple basic question, just given like it is very difficult. ऐसा लगा पढ़ के कि पता नहीं क्या ही पूछ लिया. So what would be my answer? 150 into 9 upon 25, which is 25 6, so 54. So time is 54 seconds. बड़ी जल्दी कर लिया. चलो ग्रेट. नेक्स्ट, ओहो फिर से दो क्वेश्चन. चलो लेट्स क्विकली फाइंड आउट द इंफॉर्मेशन. 130 110. अब तो हम बड़े प्रो हो गए हैं, हमें फटाफट देखना है हमें क्या क्या गिवन है. सेम डायरेक्शन है. फास्टर ट्रेन completely overtakes the slower train in 15 seconds. Right, slower train moves at half of the speed. Overtaking would take 10 seconds. Find the speed of the two train in meter per second. Okay, so we have to find the speed of the two train. Let speed of fast train, the one which was faster, be x meter per second and slower would be y meter per second. Total distance I know already. Total length will be the total distance travelled. So it is 130 plus 110, which is 240 meter. Now what will be my ATQ? Tell me quickly. X minus y is equal to 240 upon 15. अब बताओ ऐसा कैसे हो गया. चलो क्विकली. डिस्टेंस एंड टाइम, राइट. सो डिस्टेंस अपॉन टाइम, what does it give me? What does it give me? Speed. And it is the case of same direction, so both the speeds will be subtracted. So basically I have put a relative speed formula. So speed 1 minus speed 2 will be equal to distance upon time. Similarly, I'll put to another x minus, now it is half of the speed, but the distance is same, time taken is different, right? I hope the question is clear. Now this implies, what I'll do is, this implies x minus y is equal to 16, and here 2x minus y is equal to x minus y, this will be 48. I can use elimination or substitution, whatever you like, and solve for x and y. Please solve both the equation and find the value of x, right? And I am sharing the answer. Please do solve and check whether you got the same or no. So my final answer will be meter per second. Speed है, बिना यूनिट के लिखोगे मार्क्स कट जाएंगे, ध्यान रखना. This will be the answer. The questions were long, but they were not difficult. They were different, right? What you have to do is you have to read the question, pick out the information which is given and put into the formula. There are few formulas only. So once you follow this strategy, you won't find the questions difficult. I hope I could able to make you understand this topic. Do every question yourself also. Once you are doing with me, ensure you repeat all of them yourself. Do take the reference if required. Attempt yourself. Will give you the confidence and obviously the clarity. Bye bye. See you in the next video.